John Brennan is our Deputy National Security Advisor now for Homeland Security. He's a guy who was part of Bush's administration, and Obama considered him for some of the top posts in intelligence in his administration. The progressives fought back against him, saying that he participated in the torture program under Bush, so why would we promote that guy? Which is very logical, and it was a very rare fight that we won. And so he's still a very important player in the administration, but not the top intelligence official. Okay, so now within the White House, he's had some ups and downs from the way I look at it. One of the downsides of John Brennan is internally he fights for more right-wing positions when it comes to intelligence issues. He doesn't want to close Guantanamo Bay, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so those are his downsides. But today I want to talk about his upsides. Since he's left over from the Bush administration, he's a rare, real fighter in the White House. So now that he's part of the Democratic White House, well, he's decided that his job is to take on the Republicans. And since there are no people that are Democrats in the White House who are interested in taking on Republicans, they sent out John Brennan. Okay, so Brennan now comes around and says, look, these Republicans are complaining about stuff that we did in the Bush administration. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. When they talk about civilian trials, the Bush administration did hundreds of civilian trials for terrorist and terrorist-related cases. So that doesn't make any sense. Number two, they're disparaging our system, and as John Podesta said, they're disparaging the FBI. And number three, he said, you know what? I briefed them on it, and they never complained. Now that's one right out of the old Dick Cheney playbook, where he says, what are you talking about? I briefed the Democrats, they never said a word. So Brendan's taking that old trick and flipping it on the Republicans, saying, oh, I briefed you, and you didn't say a thing about it. So I guess you thought it was all right to give him his Miranda rights about the Christmas Day bomber and try him in civilian court. What are you going to do now, right? So he's beating him up pretty badly in the press, using, in my opinion, all the right tactics. Now, I don't know whether he did brief them or not. If he didn't, then okay, he shouldn't use that tactic. But to the best of our knowledge, apparently he did. So, of course, now the Republicans are seething mad. How dare you actually effectively challenge us? So instantly, they've called for his fire. Now, Kit Bond, a senator from Missouri, Republican, is going to go on MSNBC, talk to Chuck Todd and Savannah Guthrie. And Guthrie's got some great questions for him towards the end of this clip. But in the beginning of the clip, watch Kit Bond try to get Brennan fired for no reason. Let's watch clip number 7.
Missouri Republican Senator Kit Bond has been one of the most outspoken critics and is now calling for the president's top counterterrorism official, John Brennan, to resign. Senator Bond joins us now. Why should John Brennan resign? He's a political appointee of the most
important point of my interview yesterday, when I was asked by a reporter what should happen, I said the most important thing is to change the policy. He said, well, what about John Brennan? I said the most important thing is to change the policy. I will continue to talk about it until they change the policy. He said, well, if they change the policy, what about Brennan? I said the people who have implemented that policy probably should be changed too. I think that the entire operation needs to be turned around. There are so many mistakes that have been made in the last year. Our country is a lot.
But it wasn't Brennan that made the decision to Mirandize. It was Robert Mueller and Eric Holder. So why are you calling on Brennan to resign?
I'm saying that Brennan's job as the chief intelligence operator should be to make sure that the intelligence agency is operating properly. Now, if they've outsourced intelligence to the DOJ, that's one thing. But somebody is supposed to set up the high-value detainee interrogation unit. And if Mr. Brennan had spent as much time doing that last year as getting into the political battles this year, we'd been a lot safer.
Speaking of politics, sir, when Richard Reed was Mirandized, treated in the civilian court system, same with Zacarias Moussaoui, the 9/11 co-conspirator, did you call for anyone's resignation because of that? Because essentially it's the same policy at work.
It's a lot different time. It's a lot, number one.
How's it different?
All right, number one, we now have military commissions.
There were military commissions then.
We've set up military commissions. It turns out that Mirandizing Richard Reed and trying him in the civilian courts was a bad idea.
What about he's serving a life sentence right now? He will never get out. How is that a failure?
That's a hell of a question. Okay, so Richard Reed, we didn't have military commissions back then. Oh, we did? I don't know. I'll just repeat the point. Military commissions, and it was a grotesque failure. He's spending life in prison. Presents absolutely no issue. I don't know. I got nothing. Why are you picking out Brennan? He's not the one that made the decision. Well, he's the one that's actually fighting back against us, and we don't like that. I mean, he's somehow tangentially involved. I mean, you shouldn't let the DOJ make those decisions. I mean, that's the definition of weak sauce. They got nothing, right?